It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we'll see Jordan Love. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Packers and the Hawks. All that and more coming up next.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. The beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Love, they go play action now. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to pro.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now Love. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the... This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to...
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well,
partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that.
And now off to the races, down the right side. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A second down throw for Love. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on...
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Red, stifle. White.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Smash, red. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But
the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Here's Love. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my note.
Ready, set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and
it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
they have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half.
Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And fights through one man. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They got his man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And
Okay, ready? Cut.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Ready?
On play action. Love to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Love looking to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Packers are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Keyshawn Nixon now on the return, and he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. There he goes again. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here, and drives, you can.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is taken at the 18.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Offense ready to go again. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. And they'll go right back to Roundtree. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a give running right, Roundtree. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 36.
Roundtree out the middle. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Roundtree.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Roundtree will score. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this will be taken at the 13. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Packers get set to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run again with the fullback Burton.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They give to Burton, the fullback. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every